See, I don't have a introduction for this podcast. I'm very indecisive when it comes to that stuff. But I do go by Tony Awdball. This is an odd conversation with a very special guest,
Damar.
Damar, bro. And I didn't do enough research. Honestly, I wish I did a lot more research. So I'm probably gonna ask some quick basic questions, and we'll go into the real in depth type of conversations. You cool with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. So where you from and how long you been making music for?
Shit, seriously, probably 10 years now. Yeah, good 10 years.
For sure. And then you from LA?
Los Angeles County. Really, I'm from I was born in Bakersfield, and I lived in Atlanta until I was 9. And I moved to my mom moved to Damar area.
Oh, okay, for sure.
So that's pretty much came up in Damar. In that area, but I was all around. But LA County, I was all around. You feel me? I was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? My best friend growing up is from Long Beach, so I was out there a lot.
Okay, for sure.
LA.
Yeah, honestly.
Inglewood and all that. So
yeah.
Basically LA.
Yeah, I've only been a SoCal guy my whole life. The furthest up north I've been is Bakersfield, and so it's that's as north as it gets for myself. But how was it in Atlanta?
You said what?
How was it living in Atlanta? As a child.
It was cool. It's less mountainous, way more green.
Mm-hmm.
It's way more. When I was growing up, it was a lot of black people. I noticed that it was way more black people. And then when I came to Damar, I started going to school out there. It was hella diverse. A lot of Asians, a lot of Native Americans, a lot of white kids, Hispanics. So it was cool. I was closer to my grandma on my dad's side. That's where my dad's side from. All throughout the South, Gaston, Alabama, Pelham, Mississippi, places like that. So it was cool being closer to that side of the family.
For sure. And then you go out there visiting every now and then or no?
Yeah, I seen my grandma on my dad's side 3-4 years ago when I went out there my auntie lived in Florida, so I went out there for Christmas and I got to see them.
Okay, that's tight.
It's been 3 years.
That's tight. So influences, what kind of helped mold your craft together?
Early days, I'm not even gonna lie, I used to listen to a lot of hella underground, East Coast underground shit, the Big L's and the Special Eds and the Ed OG's, Black Moon, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And then as far as West Coast, it's a lot of People Under the Stairs, Cool Kids. Cool Kids not really West Coast, but they had a West Coast sound, so that's why we fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming up in high school and shit. Kendrick, I started listening to Kendrick in high school. C4 was a crazy mixtape. Me and the homies used to be geeked off of. Pac Dev probably one of my favorite groups ever. Nibs and likewise Be Young, I feel they set the tone. They set the tone and they set the bar for West Coast artists, West Coast MCs. I was really spitting, but music was also fun too. So you could dance to it and shit like that. Overdose, you know what I'm saying? I'm biased. I like a lot of West Coast stuff, you know what I'm saying? But my favorite rappers is like Freddie Gibbs, goddamn, a lot of Midwest rappers Elzai, top 5. You know what I'm saying? The Royce the 5'9". You know what I'm saying? I listen to the lyrical stuff, so I try to incorporate that into what I be doing.
No, big time. I can definitely see the the more lyrical side, but you also have the West Coast delivery in your type of music, and that's one thing I really liked. It's it's not just the same swagger that a lot of newer age Cali rappers have, and it's just it's fun as we get used to it because we have that G-Funk type of essence growing up, but you actually have bars inside your shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I try to make sure I still come with the hitters, but at the same time, I don't be trying to get too deep with it. True, I don't be trying to base my artistry off metaphors and similes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I still try to make it like real life. Like I try to make it seem like it's like I'm having a real life conversation with you when I'm rapping. So I don't want to add too much into it. But yeah, you always gotta have them you know what I'm saying, them punchlines and make somebody rewind a track or something like that. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah, because you have the right balance for it, man. I salute to that. What kind of character were you like growing up? Like, of course, you're like relocating pretty often growing up, but what kind of character would you say you were?
Like the quiet dude, but like if you knew me, then like I could be a little extra, a little rambunctious, a little loud. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't really know you, then I kind of kept to myself. Peep the scene. You know what I'm saying? And play it like that. I was like a funny kid, you know what I'm saying? Like growing up in Damar, you had a skateboard, like it don't matter what color you was, like everybody in Damar, like the black kids, white kids, Mexican kids, we all skateboarded. So, I used to skateboard back in the day. So that's how it really I think that like being able to do coming up in that area, being able to be around that so many different cultures that allowed me to like balance out, you know what I'm saying, my characteristics. So I could vibe with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I could be in the hood and vibe with them type of niggas, or I can go to the skate park, you know what I'm saying, and be chilling with be chilling with the white boys. You know what I'm saying? So I was pretty cool. Like I was just a cool dude. Like I didn't really start no problems, but if it was an issue, it's not like I'm not about to run from no issues. But I was pretty cool.
Yeah. Was it like a headache trying to get skateboarding down right or not?
I mean, when I was growing up, it was easier. Now I'm terrible now, honestly. Like I just feel like when I was a kid, you'd be more fearless and shit. You'd be trying everything and wanting to get it down. But like as I got older and started seeing the injuries and I'm just getting hurt and breaking shit, I'm like, oh, I don't think skateboarding is really really
exactly.
my thing. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up basketball, playing sports and shit throughout high school.
Yeah, sometimes, just like happen to like get up from your chair wrong and all of a sudden your back's out for the rest of the day. That shit sucks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really do that. Like a lot of my skateboard homies, they got blown out knees and shit, and they not, they barely 30, you know what I'm saying? 31, 32, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, like during some of my research, like I checked out the whole, Blue Dot Fitted album and stuff, and like I dig it, man. It's definitely an album I'd love. Makes me want to just go in my car and just go for a cruise or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not really.
Yeah, that's that grade A cruise music. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make that easy listening.
Yeah, Pacific Coast Highway style. And one feature I seen on there, I was actually surprised because I actually interviewed this dude like a couple weeks ago, Pistol McFly.
Oh yeah, that's my bro, man. I consider him family. He like family basically.
Yeah, man. How did that come together?
I've been a big fan of him and like the whole Mars, you know what I'm saying? Like he used to be part of Hellfire Club. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but like him, like that's like that Freestyle Fellowship, and all them dudes, like the Dumbfoundeds and the bus drivers, the No Can Dudes. Like he used to be cool. All them, I grew up listening to that type of stuff too, going to all those free shows and shit like that, $5 shows. Well, I got put onto his music by some of the homies. And then I was a fan at first, and then I went to a show that he did in LA, and after the show, I just told him how I felt. Like, I'm a fan. Like, I do my little shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you ever wanna work, you know what I'm saying? And then we just started working.
Hell yeah, that's a good track, man. I was really surprised to check that out. You know what I mean? Because obviously, like. Remember like being introduced to your music like a couple years ago, and finally like seeing like someone that actually just barely came across recently, and now you guys are on a track together. So to me, it's like as a fan, it was like one of those like like those unexpected blessings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I didn't even know you knew about it. I mean, I'm not surprised, but yeah, that's dope that you know about him like that.
Yeah, for sure, man. So let's get into the big single. West Side. Like how was it even like creating that song, let alone the music video?
Honestly, if I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, that song West Side is actually like, I don't want to be totally wrong. I want to be accurate as I possibly can be. It's like 5 or 6 years old.
Oh shit.
Like I actually wrote that song like 5-6 years ago. Like if you might get like find like footage of me performing that shit in like San Diego like 2014. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I wrote that shit a long ass time ago, and like I just never found nowhere to like. I never found nowhere to put it like on any project. But it's been like I've been had that beat, and the homie Cornell Westside, he changed his name to 4 to 3. But he sent the beat in like a beat package. Heard that. I was just at that time. I think I was living in. Fuck was I living at that time? I want to say Inglewood, like Inglewood, Hawthorne. It was more so Hawthorne. But yeah, I was just outside, you know what I'm saying? And then it was one of them songs where the words just came to me. Like at least the first verse. The first verse just came to me, and I did the second verse, sent it to my manager. He didn't really like the second verse, so he's like, man, you should go in there and change the second verse, kind of make it like more like the first verse. So then I redid the second verse like 3 or 4 times, and then I finally got it right. And then around the time where I finally got it right, we had came with the whole idea to do the Blue Dodger Fitted project. So and everything just fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like this is the project that needs to go on. So then I shot the video for it, and yeah, it's barely. I feel like it's barely starting to catch on right now, honestly. Like, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of the stronger tracks on the project. Like that's to me, that's like some classic like West Coast shit right there. Like that's comparable to like any of the newer classic. You know what I'm saying? Newer classic shit that you want to call West Coast classic right now. Like I feel like that's up there. It's competing. So yeah, I like that record, man. Honestly, that shit is a dope ass record, honestly.
Oh yeah, bro. That's like the dedication track right there on that album. You know?
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned it's a couple years old, but it's still like really plays well to fit the whole entire project. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. It's like, I mean, and that just goes to show like how timeless it is too. You know what I'm saying? For me to have even made that shit as long ago as I made it. You know what I'm saying? And then for it to just barely be catching a little steam right now, like that shit made me smile a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, big time, bro. And you know, like what's like your ritual kind of like going into like creating a song or like going to the studio and such?
I mean, I used to write before I got to the studio, and then that shit kind of changed. Like I don't know, like I'll write before I got to the studio, and then when I got there, like I wouldn't even be fucking with what I wrote at the house or wherever I was writing it at. You feel me? So then I just stopped doing that, and I just started booking studio time and just going to the studio live and just cutting the beat on, you know what I'm saying, running through a couple beats, and whichever one I don't really got to think about too much, I just start getting on that one, and then it just goes from there. Whatever comes out, usually how I'm feeling, whatever I've been, you know. Like I like to take time throughout the studio. Like I'm not one of them rappers that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be in the studio every day and I'll be posting Instagram pictures of me in the studio every day, and you know what I'm saying, goofy ass hashtags like y'all not working like me, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. Like I'm not in the studio every day like that. I gotta actually go outside and live and do shit so I can come back to the studio with something to, you know what I'm saying, something to talk about, like something new to talk about.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. And so, you know, like, you know, transitioning from you know the studio, creating like a song like LAX and stuff, you know, like, you know, what kind of you know, help inspire that song together for yourself?
Just being it was one part just wanting to travel, wanting to get out there and just like, you know, it's more of me projecting like how I want my life to be, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and then there's one part like I was just trying to like drop some bars, really, like that's really what it is. Like my manager's like, you ain't really got no tracks, but you just rapping, like you ain't really got no rappity rap tracks, like you got to get one in where you know what I'm saying, where you letting them know you can still, you know, like you still that nigga when it come to the bars and shit. So that's just what it was, and I was just on some. It was basically a lot of random shit, like how J. Cole be doing. Not to name drop, but like it was random, but I feel like it all tied in together pretty well.
Oh yeah, no, big time. Yeah, and I think that's like a cool thing that people will kind of miss when they put a project together. Some people will put like an album or like a mixtape, and it all has the same direction. It's like all the same, like similar topics, similar style, and even like with this project right here, it's very diverse to me. But like that's why it kind of makes the whole experience better because now it's not like a one trick pony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a lot of different vibes. If you're not fucking with one, you gonna like I try to make shit to where it's like if you not everybody's gonna like everything, and that's what you gotta learn being an artist. You feel me? Like you can't be discouraged, you can't get mad or you know what I'm saying, feel some type of way about somebody not fucking with a certain record. You know what I'm saying? Because just because they don't mess with that record don't mean that they're not gonna mess with, you know what I'm saying, track 3, 4 down the line or track, you know what I'm saying, 5, 6 or even the last track. If they, you know what I'm saying, if they make it to the end of your project, like the last track might be the track that get them to fuck with you forever. You know what I'm saying? Like that might just get them to be your fan forever because of that last track, and they might only listen to that song. You know what I'm saying? And songs like it that you got out, but it's like if that's what it gotta be, then that's what it gotta be. But you niggas gotta understand, like not everybody gonna fuck with that shit. Like,
yeah, big time.
Everything.
Yeah, and then you mentioned that you had a manager, right?
Yeah, my dude Fonte Quinn.
Fonte Quinn. All right, salute to him. But overall, you're not signed to any record labels or anything, or is that something you're opposed to?
I mean, I was signed to like a management company called Triple Black Diamond. It was head by like Sylvanus Holloway, and he used to be an A&R at Interscope, like one of the head A&Rs at Interscope. And me and YG were actually on that. I don't know if you know about. I mean, you should know about YG honestly, but me and YG were on that label with him. That was like 5 years ago, and that it was going well. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoyed my time with them. I got to meet a lot of people that I still am in contact with today over that, and it was a cool experience. But it just didn't work out. People wanted different things. And that faded out, and then I actually signed another independent deal like 2 years ago to this record label called Emerge Records. It's like a smaller record label. Dude from the West Coast and a dude from East Coast clicked up, came up with a little label or whatever. They was talking real nice to me, and then you know what I'm saying, signed a dotted line, and that didn't really work out like how I wanted it to work out, so I had to get out of that, you know what I'm saying? So at this moment, I'm kind of like, not over signing deals or over, you know what I'm saying, over that, but it's got to like really like, it's got to feel right in my heart, and it's got to make sense on paper at this point, you know what I'm saying? It can't just be, you know what I'm saying, I can't just go off a nigga word anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because people say that they give you their word, and then some go left that they thought was gonna go right, and then they switch up their whole tone, and then it's like, you know, then you out of luck, or you can't put out no music for however long you under contract with, you know what I'm saying? And it's like shit get real tricky like that. So as far as like signing with people, like it's gotta make sense both ways. Like I didn't have offers since then, but it's like I'm trying to build. I rather build with like a production company, a production team, and like, you know, get a little distribution deal and work it like that, rather than go try to, you know what I'm saying, give my talents to a record label, like, and they already got artists. Like I gotta focus on me, you know.
No, big time. And so this thing I do on the show. Just because of this whole quarantine going on, hence why we're doing a FaceTime interview instead of in person for now. Like let's just say quarantine gets extended out for the rest of 2020, and then now for some reason the internet fucks up, and your streaming services are now only giving you 3 options to listen to. But you get like the whole discography, features, production, whatever. Who you rocking with for the rest of the year? Only 3 options.
I'm probably go Freddie because he put out so much music. Like he just put out some shit called Alfredo with him and Alchemist. You feel me? Like
yeah,
Freddie he's hella consistent. So second artist probably like the rest of the year. Smino Brown. He been dropping some shit. He been all over the place.
Yeah.
For real.
I like that mixtape he put out on SoundCloud.
I'm so happy for his growth. Like, watching him grow, like, that shit been... Like, I've been fucking with Smino since Black Jupiter, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
with, like, Black Swan and, like, Amphetamine.
Yeah, Black Swan, yeah. Black Jupiter was before Black Swan, but yeah, Black Swan and all that shit. One more. Can I go with, like, can I go with all of Griselda?
Yeah, you can do that.
There's 3 of them. Could I just say Griselda and I just pick one?
Yeah,
if I gotta pick one, I would pick Benny.
Benny's tight.
You know that. Benny,
yeah.
Benny, my nigga. He probably one of them, like, he up there right now. Benny the Butcher, like, I went to that. That was, like, one of the last things I did before this quarantine shit really kicked up in the 5th gear. Nigga went to that Griselda show at the Novo a couple months ago and shit. That shit was big lit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Griselda because they gotta. If I can just say all the Griseldas, then yeah, they got that shit, man.
Yeah.
And they older too, you know what I'm saying? Like they like OGs, they like 34, 35, 36. You know what I'm saying? I think Gun like 36, Benny like 35. You know what I mean? And they, you know, they speaking to the youth. Shit, it was kids, it was young dudes that they showed. You know what I'm saying? Like 18, 19. You feel me? Like they was in there.
No,
so,
big time. Like, you know, Freddie Gibbs is actually the one that introduced me to Griselda.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I think they did a tour together, but I do remember that Benny was on a track with Freddie at one point, and I remember checking that out. And then after that, I got introduced to like Westside and like and Conway. So
yeah, I heard Westside Gun like 4-5 years ago. He was the first one I heard of, and then I heard Conway, and then like Benny the Butcher was the last one. But yeah, they some of my favorites right now. I fuck with their whole little get out. I mess with all of it.
Yeah, big time, man. Putting Buffalo on the map finally. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Cool. Well, do you have like a Freddie? Not favorite. Do you have a favorite Freddie album? That's a tongue twister.
What's that shit called? You Only Live Twice. You only
No, that's Shadow of a Doubt I'm thinking about.
It was the one that Andrea, he had Andrea was on there. 24 Karat was on there. Fuck, man. Box Train Cadillac was hard though too. Fuck, I'm trying to think of the damn name. I think it's You Only Live Twice.
That's not like one of the earlier ones, is it?
Nah, that's probably like 4 years ago.
Shit.
It's probably 4 years ago, Freddie.
Yeah, because I got put on with the Pinata shit. The Pinata shit was the one that got me on board with it.
When you started hearing about Freddie?
Definitely when Pinata was released, because
Pinata?
Yeah, like he worked with Madlib, and then I was like, at one point I didn't think Madlib was even doing any records or any kind of production after that. But then he made that with Freddie, and then everybody was talking about it. Like you can't even like turn your head without hearing about it.
It's crazy how that came about too, because niggas would never come out and say like, oh man, I fuck with Madlib, and I like, you know, until they made that collab, and it's like, oh man, Madlib, he one of the best producers ever. But it's like, bro, he been that, like,
yeah, he's been doing
Stone
it.
Stone, you feel me, like Peanut Butter Wolf, like all them niggas been that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like that shit been it, like LA, like Stone Stone, like that shit is LA, you feel me, like that shit was it. Like I was listening to Charisma when I was like 13, you feel me, like. All that shit is it. Like, that shit is the real shit. That's real LA shit to me. You feel me? Like, all that game banging shit is cool. That's LA shit, too. That's part of the culture. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, record labels like Stone Stone, that's real LA shit to me, honestly. Like, that's real West Coast underground shit.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And then, what's it called? But then you also got him, like, with the Bandana album. I guess he did all that just off an iPad or something. I think I remember hearing an interview about that.
Too. That's why Madlib was one of the greatest, bro. Him, you know what I'm saying, and Jay Dillers and shit. You know, like
definitely.
They the best, bro. Like that's that essential hip hop. You feel me? That's the shit you need. Like all that other shit is optional, but like shit like that, you need your knowledge on shit like that.
Big time. I'm gonna transition back a little bit from the BDF album. I kind of want to like touch on Get a Grip with Richard Wright. You know, like I want to kind of understand like how that even like came about, and like let alone like, you know, what was like the message behind that song.
I feel like we were just I don't even know. I feel like we was like coming from like some street shit, but like not some street shit, but I don't want to use the term woke because that shit is played out. But like trying to get niggas to what I'm saying, think about something other than what they usually normally think about. Like letting niggas know that there's something better than what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming from LA or any inner city, really. Like we shot the video right outside Richard House. You know what I'm saying? So we was off of Manchester, Normandy and shit. But I don't know. But I gotta go back and listen to that song really to give you like the full in depth of what I was feeling. But
yeah, no worries, bro. It's all good. 2025. Where do you see yourself at?
Owning like 2 or 3 businesses. You feel me? Whether they're small or like on a larger scale. I feel like I don't think I'm gonna be done with music, but like as far as like rapping, and like putting out music consistently and shit, I'll probably shift my efforts and focus on the other stuff that I want to embark on in the music industry though. That's still within it all. Like I want to I don't know how to make beats. Like I don't know how to produce my own shit. Like I don't know how to do that shit. Mainly, the main thing I want to learn how to do is get behind the camera and like, you know what I'm saying, direct videos and produce videos and edit and figure out, you know what I'm saying, all the ins and outs behind that, behind the visual side of music and stuff like that, marketing, like shit that I should already know now, but that I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Putting any energy towards because I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Shit. Well, like for performances and stuff, man. Like before all this quarantine shit even came up, man. Was there any like memorable experiences? Whether you were like on a tour or before show, after the show, even like during the show. You know what I mean?
So it's probably one of the more memorable ones was I opened up for Nipsey like 4th of July in like 2014, 2015, one of them years. And I didn't get to meet him, but everybody that I came with got to meet him type shit. But I met everybody else I was with, like Pac-Man and all the other niggas that he came with and shit. I actually know it's DJ VIP, the homie Anthony, like. That's the homie, but yeah, probably that. Just cause bro passed, and no, I looking back on that, like I'm mad that I didn't get to, you know what I'm saying, go up and talk to him and chop it up with him for a little bit, just being on the bill and shit, and with everything transpiring like how it went, but yeah, probably that one, and then I opened up for Currency the first time it was at UCSD. It was at the venue that they don't even Porter's Club, and they don't even have that venue no more at UCSD. But that was a dope ass show. That shit was sold out, packed out. Everybody was fucking with me. Like that was probably one of the first times where I thought like I could do this. Like I want to do this shit all the like, you know what I'm saying? Like do it all the time. Like cause I didn't did shows where it's been packed out, but like sometimes. Usually I was an opener, so people come and they want to, they there for the main act, or they there who they pay money to see, you know what I'm saying? So they don't necessarily want to hear what you got to say. But that was one of them shows where it was like, and it was hella late into the night too. Like I think I was like on right before Currency, or like it was probably Currency and then it was probably me, somebody else, and then Currency. But yeah, it was fucking me whole set, start to finish, like. Showing love, you know what I'm saying? Bitches came up to me after that and all that. Like that was one of them shows where I felt like a real rapper. I put it like that.
Alright, yeah.
That was one of them shows. So yeah, I probably already remember that one.
Damn.
So then it started happening all the time after that. Then it was regular, every time that shit happened I was like, for sure.
No, I bet, man. Crowd control and everything. It's a learning process. You
Yeah,
can't just.
yeah, get my shit down.
Mm-hmm. Yo, where were you at when Nipsey passed?
I was at my mom's house actually in the garage smoking with the homie Stevie, mommy butt, and he was actually like, remember I just hit the blunt, and he's like, bro, this nigga Nipsey got shot. Like, I'm like, what? And then he was already on Twitter, and I hopped on Twitter, and you start seeing everything. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call.
That's all good.
Yeah, you start seeing all these posts about, you know what I'm saying? They got like kind of like gritty camera footage of his body on the floor, but you don't really want to believe like it's his body on the floor, but you see the long socks and the shorts, and you know the area, so it's like damn, like. And then it finally came out like an hour after that, like yeah, like he was hit and he didn't make it type shit. So it was wicked. Like that's cause I got real actual dead homies to like, you know what I'm saying, gun violence. Like one of my best friends, Marquise, he was killed when he was 18. He got shot from Pomona in the head. You feel me?
Mm.
And, so it's like I just that shit hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't get to meet Nipsey personally, even though he was always outside in LA. People was running into him all the time, but I never got that opportunity. But yeah, it's just, it hit different because I grew up listening to Nipsey music too. Like people say like some of my songs or some way I deliver some of my lines, they remind me of Nipsey a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like just the tone and the posture and the structure of the rhyme. Sometimes it be like that. And I don't even like shit that make me feel good. If anything, like I'd rather get that comparison than just some other bullshit ass comparison. But yeah, that shit hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Him being from out here and him, you know what I'm saying, standing for what he stood for. That shit hit different, really, for sure. Honestly.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, condolences to to your homies, man. Yeah, I mean, I just had a cousin who got murdered as well.
Yeah. That's just alright. That shit was. I mean, we was kids, but yeah, I still think about Marquise every day. So I'm already knowing like the people that was in Nipsey life. You know what I'm saying? They that's every day. It didn't just end. You know what I'm saying? When he got killed, like that's every day. That's something they gotta think about every day. So I'm already knowing that shit wicked. Life wicked out here.
Yeah, big time, man. Do we have any upcoming projects at all, or anything
to
be looking forward to?
I got like a 5-track little EP I got with Young Huss coming up. And that's like a little softer. I'm about to drop a single for that next week actually. So we finna get that. We finna get the ball rolling on that. And then I got another 5-track EP with DJ Burn.
DJ Burn.
Tommy Dad. Yeah, that'll probably come out in like fall.
All right, for sure. And who's the first person?
Whatever. So yeah, them 2 projects and just I got hella music, but it's just all about, like I said, it's all about making shit make sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything gotta be cohesive and make sense. So, but them 2 projects for sure, like them is some show coming out. The one with Huss for sure before the one with Dak, but yeah, them for sure. And I'm about to drop the In the Way video from BDF, Blue Ledger Fitted, the In the Way song. I'm about to drop the video for that. Probably around the same time I dropped the single. So yeah. Yeah,
big time. Like who's the person you're gonna make the first 5-song EP with?
Huss, Young Huss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from Inglewood by way of Union City in the Bay.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I'm not gonna
he did a lot of production on BDF. He did Let Him In. He did shit. What's the other one he did? I think he did Backyard Barbecue. He did BDF. Yeah, he did the title track. But yeah, me and Huss got some shit shaking for sure. Yeah, that's been my belt for a minute, so yeah. Niggas know us. They already know we finna come with that shit. But yeah, single dropping next week for that. Video dropping In a Way, dropping next week. And yeah, I'm just finna keep working this year, man. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure out how to I want to do like a little live show or at least do a song, you know what I'm saying, or or doing like a little live showing of the song I'm finna drop too after I drop it on the audio on all the platforms or whatever. But I gotta see what's good because I'm on quarantine mode.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that too. If you were gonna do like any IG performances, so
yeah,
that would be tight.
I'm trying to work with some. I know, man. I was talking to YG about doing one with him. Me, him, and Phantom Threat. We supposed to be getting some shit going together soon. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see how long this pandemic lasts. Man, hopefully it don't last too long, so we can start really good getting back outside and getting each other. That's really what I miss the most about America before all this other bullshit. Like just being ourselves. Being amongst the good people that enjoy the same type of vibes you do, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man. Because people's energies will really like rub off on you, man. If you're gonna be at a show and like no one would like really knows who this person is, it's gonna like kind of throw you off a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you go to like see like some like dope ass artists or even like support the homies, like you'll be around like minded people and shit. So it kind of it kind of fits better.
Hell yeah.
Boom, man. Well, you know what, man? Just like an intro, I don't have an outro either for this podcast, but I do go by Tony Awdball. This is a Not Conversation. Here with a very special guest.
Damar, man.
Sure, man. Hey, man, I appreciate every second of this, bro. Yeah, I'm really excited to put this one out.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Oh, yeah, no worries.